before Moses parted the Red Sea, before David slew Goliath, before Jesus walked on water, before Muhammad received his revelations, there was a beginning, a Genesis. A single man who heard a call and stepped into the unknown, setting in motion a chain of events that would forever alter the course of human history. This is the Saga of Abraham, the origin story upon which nearly everything we know about Western and Middle Eastern faith has been built. This isn't just a chapter, it's the preface to the book. Chapter 1, The Exodus from Ur, saying goodbye to. The ancient world. Our narrative commences in Ur of the Chaldees, sophisticated metropolis in ancient Mesopotamia, a cradle of civilization teeming with life, culture, and commerce. Yet, it was a world steeped in polytheism, a pantheon crowded with deities, each ruling over a specific city, each embodying a different aspect of nature. In this vibrant yet religiously diverse landscape, a man named Abram, meaning exalted father, receives a command. Not from the myriad idols that populated his world, but from a singular, unseen, and as yet unnamed God. This divine summons was radical. Go forth from your country, and from your relatives, and from your father's house, to the land that I will show you. For Abram, this was not merely a geographical relocation, it was a profound spiritual exodus, a decisive break from the traditions and beliefs that had defined his world. Leaving behind his kin, his possessions, and the familiar comforts of yore was a leap of faith into the void. The end of one spiritual era, and the tentative first step towards the foundation of a new kind of monotheistic belief. This act of radical abandonment, driven by an unwavering, albeit mysterious, divine call, sets the stage for the epic journey that lies ahead. Chapter 2, The Covenant in the Desert. The birth of a divine alliance under the vast star-dusted expanse of a foreign sky. In the arid landscapes he now called home, Abram receives a promise, a divine guarantee that seems to defy all earthly logic. The unseen God speaks again, declaring, "I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and curse those who curse you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." Furthermore, the promise extends to his descendants. Look now toward heaven and number the stars, if you are able to number them. So shall your offspring be. This is the covenant, a sacred and binding agreement between God and Abram, a pact that forms the very core of the subsequent biblical narrative. It is a promise of land, of countless descendants, and of universal blessing. A promise that will shape the destiny of a people and define the very purpose of their journey through history. This divine alliance, forged in the heart of the wilderness, becomes the unshakable foundation upon which an enduring faith will be built. Chapter 3, The Long Wait. The genesis of two peoples, the grandeur of the divine promise now collides with the stark reality of human limitation. Years pass, and Abram, now renamed Abraham, meaning father of a multitude, and his wife Sarai. Later Sarah, remain childless. In their advanced age, the prospect of bearing offspring seems increasingly improbable. Poignant challenge to the seemingly boundless divine guarantee. This chapter delves into the emotional terrain of their prolonged wait, the inevitable pangs of doubt, and the human responses born from desperation. Following the customs of the time, Sarah proposes that Abraham have a child with her Egyptian handmaiden Hagar. This union results in the birth of Ishmael, a son who will hold immense significance as an ancestor to the Arab people, marking the first branching of Abraham's promised lineage. Yet the divine promise remains focused on Sarah's offspring. Years later, in a moment that defies all biological possibility, a miraculous birth occurs. To the aged Sarah, now past the very age of childbearing, Isaac is born, the son of the covenant, the one through whom the lineage of the people of Israel will be established. From a single family, two great streams of people begin to flow, each carrying a unique heritage rooted in the promises made to Abraham. This complex tapestry of divine promise and human agency highlights the intricate and often unpredictable nature of faith's unfolding. What are your thoughts on the human element in these divine promises? How does the story of Ishmael and Isaac complicate the narrative of Abraham's legacy? Share your reflections in the comments below. Chapter 4. The Test on Mount Moriah, the ultimate sacrifice in the twilight years of his life. Abram's faith is subjected to its most profound and agonizing test. The same divine voice that had promised him a future through Isaac now issues a command that seems to contradict the very essence of that promise. Take your son, your only son, whom you love, if I go to the land of Moriah, and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains that I shall tell you. This chapter immerses us in the stark, emotional reality of this 3-day journey to Mount Moriah. We witness the silent obedience of a father wrestling with an incomprehensible divine decree, the bewildered innocence of a son unaware of his fate, and the agonizing internal struggle of Abraham as he prepares to make the ultimate sacrifice. The climax on the mountaintop, the raising of the knife, becomes a pivotal moment in religious history, a stark exploration of the limits of faith and obedience. The subsequent divine intervention, the provision of a ram as a substitute, solidifies Abraham's unwavering devotion and underscores the profound nature of his relationship with the unseen God. This act of near sacrifice has been interpreted and debated for millennia, serving as a touchstone for discussions on faith, ethics, and the very nature of the divine will. Thank you for staying with us through this emotionally charged chapter. We now stand at the precipice of understanding the enduring legacy of this pivotal figure. Chapter 5. The Legacy of the Patriarch, the Seed of 3 Faiths. Here, we draw the threads of Abraham's story together, revealing how the personal journey of one man became the foundational narrative for 3 of the world's major monotheistic religions. For Judaism, Abraham is the first patriarch, the originator of the covenant, and the ancestor of the 12 tribes of Israel. His acts of faith and obedience are foundational to Jewish identity and law. For Christianity, Abraham is revered as the father of faith. His unwavering belief in God, seen as a prefiguration of the Christian understanding of salvation through faith in Jesus Christ. His willingness to sacrifice Isaac is often interpreted as a foreshadowing of God's sacrifice of his own son. In Islam, Ibrahim is considered a major prophet, a righteous man who submitted fully to the will of Allah. God, he is seen as the builder of the Kaaba in Mecca and an ancestor of the Prophet Muhammad. The shared ancestry and the central narrative of the covenant establish Abraham as a unifying figure, common spiritual ancestor for billions across the globe. His story of leaving his homeland, embracing a singular God, receiving a seemingly impossible promise, and facing unimaginable tests of faith has resonated through the centuries, shaping the theological landscape and influencing the moral and ethical frameworks of diverse cultures and civilizations. The Saga of Abraham is not just ancient history. It is a living testament to the power of faith and the enduring impact of one man's response to a divine calling. A true origin story for a significant portion of humanity's spiritual journey.